Ladies and gents, people of YouTube, welcome back. Today, Max is over hanging out, and we got a blaster from the pastor. And yeah, so yesterday I started to dig into this thing and I washed it and all that good crap. I was told by the owner, guy who's a friend of mine, that just needs a carb clean. Well, before we dig into it, I just wanted to see if it would get spark, and we got a no spark situation. So looks like more than just a carb clean as usual. That's okay. We're gonna figure out why it doesn't get spark and go from there, I guess. All right, so the blaster from the pastor is just giving us all kinds of electrical issues, as in we're not getting any spark. And Max is going through and cleaning up some of the grounds on the coil because we were getting some power, about 4 volts, but once it went into the coil, it was dead ski. And we just taken all kinds of switches apart and the ignition out and just trying to figure out what the heck is going on. These bikes come with a safety feature that is a little micro switch up here, and it should have a different block on the top of the carburetor. But basically, it just doesn't let you hold it wide open for more than 3.5 seconds, and then it'll start cutting the ignition. The problem is it looks like it's been eliminated, but they didn't eliminate everything. And yeah, so we're fishing right now. Fishing for some spark. And in the meantime, we got the an extra RM370 engine here for that guy. And if you guys remember, this is the one we put a new top end in not too long ago. Well, there was some catastrophic issues in the bottom end of the motor. It's a long story. We'll get into it in a different video, but that's what we're working on with that. This one, we're just going to focus on the blaster. All right, after playing spaghetti for a while, we got some spark, so Max is going to see if she pops. Did you spray some in the airbox or just in the spark plug hole? Give her a kick now. Sometimes you gotta give her the juice. That's good. Well, that is a good sign, sir.
All right.
Look at Max. Just handling shit. Oh, that's interesting. Alright guys, so after doing a bunch of tests and whatnot, we figured that this little box right here is no good. And the bike will run with it unplugged. We figured that out. But I went ahead and ordered a new one, and we're going to get all that hooked back up. Alright, so if you're wondering what this little guy is called, they call it a control module. Not 100% sure on what it does, but I always say that electrical boxes work on FM, and you can figure out what the F and the M stand for. But yeah, fun little blaster from the pastor project. We thought we were going to have to do a carb clean, but no, total electrical problem. That is why you should always check to see if you have spark on a no start issue bike, because if you're just to take someone's word for it, like you know, you're working on it for a friend or whatever, they say, oh, it just needs a carb clean. Well, I could have spent, you know, an hour or so taking the carburetor off, cleaning it, going through it, and the thing wouldn't have started, and because it was electrical. And when we did figure out the electrical problem, it started up and ran pretty good. So tells me I don't think it needs a carb clean at all. But you know, they're all learning experiences. Had a fair bit of fun with this one. New part should be here in a couple days, and we'll wrap it up for good. But as always, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you tomorrow on the next one.